A torch flickers in the dark. A lone figure descends beneath the ruins of Alexandria. Stone walls whisper with age. He brushes away centuries of dust and finds it, a bronze cylinder, etched with symbols no historian can read. Inside, nothing, but the walls around him speak. A scroll once lived here. A scroll that showed Antarctica without ice. A scroll that ended with a warning. When the stars return, so shall the flood. They didn't just burn the Library of Alexandria. They buried something with it. Something that could rewrite everything we know about history and the future. The secret they buried with the Library of Alexandria, was the greatest archive of ancient knowledge ever assembled. Over 400,000 scrolls. Maps of lost continents. Names of rulers erased from history. Machines described centuries before their invention. But one scroll was different. It didn't record history. It warned of its destruction. Eyewitnesses claimed a sealed chamber beneath the library held a scroll so dangerous it was hidden from even the pharaohs. A scroll that described a global reset and a map that showed Antarctica without ice. They didn't just burn the library. They buried a secret. And what if that secret survived? In 1898, archaeologists near Alexandria's harbor unearthed a sealed chamber beneath Roman ruins. Inside, scorched marble, charred papyrus, and a bronze cylinder covered in unknown symbols. The cylinder was empty, but the symbols matched a scroll referenced in a 3rd century letter by Callimachus, a librarian who vanished during the first fire. His letter described a map of the world before the flood, hidden in a vault not meant for kings. It warned of knowledge too dangerous for empire, too sacred for priests. In 2004, a linguist noticed the symbols matched star alignments from 10,500 BCE, the same date linked to the Sphinx's erosion and Atlantis myths. Was this cylinder once home to a scroll that predated all known civilizations? And if so, who buried it? Founded in the 3rd century BCE, the Library of Alexandria aimed to collect every scroll in the known world. Ships arriving in port were searched, manuscripts copied, originals sometimes kept. It housed texts from Mesopotamia, India, Persia, Egypt, even rumored scrolls from Atlantis. But the library burned, not once, but 3 times. Julius Caesar's siege in 48 BC, Christian riots in 391 CE, Muslim conquest in 642 CE. Each fire erased layers of history. But some believe the final destruction wasn't accidental, it was intentional. Roman historian Ammianus Marcellinus wrote of a sealed vault beneath the library, guarded by priests who spoke no known tongue. He claimed it held a map of the world before the stars changed. In 2010, satellite scans revealed anomalies beneath the ruins, chambers untouched by fire, sealed with lead and stone. Why would ancient scholars hide knowledge so deeply? And what kind of map could threaten empires? In 2017, a leaked Egyptian ministry document described a scroll of impossible geography, allegedly recovered during a classified dig beneath Alexandria. The scroll, now missing, was said to depict Antarctica without ice, a submerged landmass west of South America, star alignments from 10,500 BCE, a symbol matching the Papyrus Reese map, drawn in 1513, but showing Antarctica's coastline centuries before its discovery. The ink was carbon dated to over 12,000 years ago. If true, this means ancient civilizations had global navigation. Antarctica was mapped before it froze. A flood or a cataclysm reset human history. But the scroll also contained a warning. It spoke of a cycle, a reset every 12,000 years. It described sky fire, rising waters, and the silence that follows. And it ended with a chilling line. When the stars return, so shall the flood. This wasn't just a map. It was a countdown. If this scroll existed, and if it was buried with the library, then the greatest minds of the ancient world knew something we've forgotten, and they tried to warn us. But someone made sure we'd never hear it. Until now, 1. Atlantean survivors. The scroll was created by survivors of Atlantis, a civilization destroyed by a global flood around 10,500 BCE. They carried knowledge of astronomy, geography, and cataclysmic cycles. 2. ancient global network. The map's accuracy suggests a forgotten global network. Cultures connected by sea, sharing maps and myths long before recorded history. 3. Priestly suppression. Priests feared the scroll's implications. If history was cyclical and empires doomed to fall, then power itself was a lie. Better to bury the truth than face it. 4. Modern cover-up. Some whistleblowers claim the scroll was recovered in the 20th century and suppressed. Its implications threaten religious timelines, national histories, and scientific paradigms. But one question remains. If the scroll was real, where is it now? The Library of Alexandria was more than a building. It was a promise. That knowledge could survive time, fire, and empire. But if the scroll existed, then someone broke that promise. They buried a warning. They erased the truth. And they left us blind. Today, we chase fragments, maps, myths, symbols. We search for meaning in ruins and whispers. But maybe the library's greatest gift wasn't the scroll itself. It was the question it left behind. What did they know that we've forgotten? And if the stars are returning, as the scroll warned, then perhaps we're not just uncovering history. We're racing against it. If this story moved you, if the idea of a buried warning beneath the ashes of history makes your heart race, then you're exactly the kind of explorer this channel was made for. We uncover the truths they tried to erase. We chase the maps they weren't supposed to draw. And we ask the questions no one dares to answer. So if you want more cinematic mysteries, more forbidden scrolls, more ancient truths, then subscribe. Hit the bell. Leave a comment below. Do you think the scroll was real? And if it was, what did it warn us about? Your voice keeps this mystery alive. Your curiosity fuels the next discovery. Because the library may be gone, but its secrets are just beginning to surface.